Do you know that I almost didn't start the channel? And before you think that I'm going to tell you the whole story of my life, don't worry because I won't. In this video, I want to share the reasons why I opened the channel and the fears that were stopping me to do it sooner. I know that there are many people that just need that final push to start the channel, or are just starting but still struggling to continue making videos because of fear. So I hope this video can be that little help that you need. There were two big things that were stopping me. Two things that, if I'm honest, are still stopping me to this day. The first one was the idea of people seeing me online. Just putting myself out there on the internet and where anyone can find it. And the second one, which was actually the bigger one for me, was this: talking to a camera. You see, I'm an introvert, so I don't usually share a lot. I'm not the person who walks into a room and starts talking to everyone. So sitting down in front of a lens and just speaking to you guys like there is someone on the other side, that was and still is a lot harder than I expected it to be. But let me start with the first one: the fear of people finding this. And I don't mean strangers, because strangers finding this is kind of the whole point. I mean the people who already know me, like friends, family, people I know or I work with or used to work with. And to go deeper on this, I actually made a whole video talking about this, so I will leave the link on top. But to summarize it a little, there is something really uncomfortable about the idea of someone you know watching you talk to a camera. Like, who does he think he is? Why is he doing this? Does he actually think people care? Or at least those are the thoughts in my head. And I have to say that it was really weird for me when I actually was expecting support from the people close to me, my family, the people I trust. And I was right, I did get that support. But here's the thing, it still took me a while before I even told them I was doing this. So I think the fear is always there, sitting in the back of my head, even when I knew that it was okay and that they support me. But the bigger obstacle for me, it wasn't really that, it was the camera. I remember the first time I sat down and tried to record. I had everything set up, the camera, the lighting. I had thought about what I wanted to say, and then I hit record and literally nothing came out. Like, the words just wouldn't come. I start a sentence and then stop, start again and stop again. It felt completely unnatural. So the first few videos, it took me like 2-3 takes just to get through the intro. Not because I was saying the wrong things, but because something about speaking to a camera with nobody there just didn't click for me. So at the end, I just end up using a teleprompter, which it really helped me a lot. And I'm still working on being able to do this without one, just talking naturally like a normal conversation. That's a skill I'm still building. And I think that's something nobody really tells you, that talking to a camera is its own thing. It's not the same as talking to a person. It's not the same as having a conversation. It's a skill, and like any skill, it takes time. Now, there were a few more things that were stopping me, and one of them is that I kept telling myself, and I know I'm not the only one who does this, so it was that I wasn't ready yet, that I needed to get better at editing first, that I needed to figure out how to constantly come up with ideas. I needed some future version of myself who already knew what he was doing before I could even start. What I didn't realize, or at least what it took me the longest to realize, is that what I already knew was enough to start. Like, most people know how to cut a video, right? And ideas can be actually anything, like literally anything. And the skills, the editing, the flow, the confidence on camera, those come from actually doing the thing. You can't get them any other way, and you can't really study your way into them. So I spent a lot of time waiting to be ready, and the whole time the only thing that was actually going to make me ready was starting. And tied to that was this idea that everything needed to be perfect before I put it out. The videos needed to look right, the audio needed to sound right, the editing needed to be right, and I needed to know exactly what I was going to say and say exactly right. And that's not how it really works. And I think On some level, I knew that, but knowing it and actually letting it go are two very different things. Like, I mean, quality matters. I'm not saying to put out back work on purpose, but perfectionism at the beginning isn't a standard, it's just fear wearing a more acceptable mask. So you will be wondering what changed, and honestly there wasn't a big moment, there wasn't a video I watched that inspires me or a conversation that suddenly made everything clear. I just thought about it for a couple of days, and then one day I opened the account, sat down, hit record, and I just did it. And as it can be expected, the first video was just horrible, like really bad. I watch it back now and it's really hard to get through it, but it existed. It was done, and that was the entire point. Because everything after that, every video, every small improvement, everything I figured out, none of it could have happened without that first terrible one. And I want to be honest about what I'm hoping to get from this channel, because I think that matters for me and for you guys. And yes, at some point I want to make a living from this, and on that note you can check the links below. That is all the gear I use, so you can check them out. They are very cheap and basic gear, and you will realize that you don't need a lot to start a YouTube channel. And they are affiliate links, so you will be helping me to get to my goal and get better and more YouTube videos out. But more than making a living out of it, and this is the part that actually keeps me going, I generally enjoy doing this. Marketing, social media, recording, editing, I actually like doing all of it. Not every part of it, not every day, but as a whole, this is something I want to spend some time on. And I think there is something really important about building something around work you actually like. Not just work you're good at, not just work that pays, work you choose even if you had other options. That's what I'm trying to build, and I think that's worth the discomfort of getting started. So if you're watching this and you're thinking about starting something, a channel, a project, or anything like that, I want to be straight with you. It is hard, not impossible, not unbearable, but generally hard. There are a lot of skills to learn, and they all hit you at the same time. The camera, the editing, the consistency, the ideas, you're figuring it all out at once, and nobody really prepares you for that. I still struggle with things. Finding good ideas is something I work on every single week. I'm not going to stand here and tell you it gets easy, because I don't know that part yet. I'm still in it. So what I can tell you is that I know I'm on the right track. I'm improving, not fast enough, not everything, but every day a little more than the day before. And I think that's what this channel is going to be. Not someone with all the answers, not someone who figured it all out, just someone doing the work and being honest about what that actually looks like. And if you want to know what I wish I knew before starting the channel that would have made this much easier, watch this video over here. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one.